It's December 1962 and Mcculloch has just released their brand new MAC15. It's their first go at a bare bones, consumer level saw for the average guy, and it looks a lot like the Mcculloch 250 they would come out with in the next month, except with an upright cylinder and less covered parts. It's an 80cc reed valve saw and weighs roughly 8.5 kilos. It has a manual oiler but an automatic centrifugal clutch. It demands 20:1 fuel mix and a 404 chain, and wields a 16 to 20 inch bar. Maintenance is easy with all the parts being exposed, and the saw would have a decent production run of 5 years before having some updates and running another year to stop production in March 1969. By this point, it has been well and truly superseded by the much lighter, smaller and more powerful 10 series saws. Here's one I pulled from the grave to give another chance at life 54 years on. G'day guys, and today we have another chainsaw project. This is not actually my saw, but I will be getting it running and doing all the same things I usually do on it. I got this from a guy I trade saws with a lot, especially the older vintage ones. I get a lot of job lots from him, and he gets a lot of finished saws from me. So this is a Mcculloch MAC15. They're a bit older than the other style of Mccullochs there that I've had a few of that you would have seen on the channel already if you're following. But they're a very similar saw. The only real big differences kind of thing is on these, the cylinder is standing upright, whereas the others it's laid down. They have a different intake setup, that kind of thing, different fuel tank. They're pretty much a similar saw except with an upright cylinder and older. They use the same flywheel cover, that kind of thing, as the other saws do. As you'll see, this thing is very complete. Everything seems in, although completely very dirty state, it is all there seemingly. But as you will also see, this saw has had a lot of work. As you can see there, that starter has been pulled over enough times that it's worn out the housing there and actually worn into the threads of that bolt. And this thing has not very much compression for a saw of its size, so it's definitely not going to run as is, but I'll pull it down and see. Hopefully it's just rings, maybe piston and rings that we need, hopefully not needing a new bore, because I believe these still are a chrome plated bore. So we'll dig into it and see what we find, go from there. Obviously, as I'd like to do with all my older saws, put new crank seals in, pull the carby apart, see what it's like inside, probably rebuild it, but we'll see when we get to that. And definitely new fuel lines, all that kind of thing, vacuum lines and whatnot. But let's get into it and see. So good news is things are going really well. This has come apart pretty easily, apart from the flywheel, which was pretty well stuck on there. But other than that, this has come apart relatively nice. Crank looks to be in really good shape. No marks of any kind on it really at all. The main end does look good as well. You'll see down in there